And so I call the Minister and Member for Penrith.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I rise today to talk about Nepean Hospital, a critical piece of infrastructure in my local community, which has looked after the people's health needs in our community and across Western Sydney and the Blue Mountains on its current site since 1956. With a continuing population growth in our region, it's absolutely critical an investment into Nepean Hospital keeps pace with the changing needs of our community. That is why this government continues to make record investments in our local health district and its budget. We have invested more than $70 million in upgrades at Nepean Hospital since 2011. They include mental health facilities, oral health facilities, additional car parking and also the state's first Da Vinci robot, to name just one example of a number of new pieces of equipment which have been rolled out across the hospital. Since we came to government, the allocated recurrent budget for the Nepean Blue Mountains Local Health District has increased by almost 50%, from $500 million to $740 million in 2016-17. I'll say that again, Mr Speaker. It's increased from $500 million to $740 million in this financial year.
Sorry, I missed that.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The government is currently investing $4 million towards planning the major redevelopment upgrades of Nepean Hospital, and this work is currently underway and happening in this term as promised. Since 2011, we've also seen an increase in the number of nurses. Over 234 new nurses have been rolled out across the district, and over 70 new doctors have also been employed across the local health district. The Nepean Hospital Emergency Department and elective surgery performance has also improved dramatically since when Labor was last in office. Despite a 28% increase in the number of emergency department presentations, that improved performance has been dramatic, and we continue to see the increases that we need to see in this community when it comes to delivering higher and better quality services. The most important thing here, Mr Speaker, is that the performance of the hospital now, even with increased presentations, is actually seeing more people through the emergency department in 4 hours. Furthermore, we've seen improvements in the percentage of elective surgeries completed within clinically determined timeframes. Urgent surgery within 30 days has increased from 93% under Labor to 100% under this government. Similarly, urgent surgery within 90 days has increased from 71% to 83% in all categories. Across all categories, performance has increased from 78% to 83%. Consistently, Mr Speaker, the community in Penrith and the community across Western Sydney and the people who use across the Blue Mountains who use this hospital are getting better service under this government than what they got under the previous government, and the hospital figures prove it consistently. What we're seeing, what we continue to see, Mr Speaker, is those opposite talk about cuts. They talk about cuts to the Nepean Hospital budget, and as we've seen, and as I've stated earlier today, that is simply not the case. We've seen consistent increases in recurrent funding to ensure that we get better quality service, and we're seeing better quality service. We're also planning the extensive upgrade that we've committed to. We're also, and that extensive upgrade includes what is often referred to as the Stage 4 upgrade, and we're undertaking the planning work with the Medical Staff Council, with representatives of the community, to ensure that this hospital gets the hospital that it deserves, that it gets the hospital with the resources that allow it for it to meet its new and growing community. I do want to reference, Mr Speaker, that if you don't plan properly, you can talk to the people from Bathurst, because they have seen what happens in a hospital when you rush forward, when you don't plan properly, when you see resuscitation bays that are too small, when you see resuscitation bays that are too small, when you see unsafe children playgrounds, when you see an unreliable communication system. These are the things that put communities at risk. This is why we are planning this hospital properly. This is why we are committed to the people across the Nepean region and the Blue Mountains, and it is why we will continue to deliver a high-quality healthcare system to this community. And Mr Speaker, I want to say this to finish off. Don't look at my words if you want to see how committed the opposition is to Nepean Hospital. I send every single person across my community and Western Sydney to the Leader of the Opposition's reply speech to this year's budget. If you can find across the 3,000 400 words that man said in this chamber, the words Nepean Hospital once, you are doing better than me.